I went to school in California, and which was where I was living at the time. And part of the reason that I went to that particular school, well, other than the location, is how I found chiropractic. Actually, how I found chiropractic was I got in the care myself. And this is a very different kind of chiropractic. And so for me, the transformational ability of this type of care in all of the ways. Normally you're thinking of neck pain, back pain, joint pain, right, with chiropractic. But when we're focusing on the nervous system, when you have like a clear, healthy nervous system, everything works better. We don't realize that our nervous system is how we experience the world, is how we experience our body, our emotions, our relationships, our health. Every function of every organ is through the nervous system. And to recognize that there is an ability that our body has to organize all of those things. And so if something isn't working properly, what that tells me as a chiropractor who understands this about the nervous system, that there's a disconnect between your brain and your body, between that organizing ability of your body and whatever part isn't working properly, whatever muscle is firing more than it should or less than it should, or whatever organ isn't operating the way that it should. There's so much potential. And so there is a difference in sort of camps, right? Like a lot of chiropractors, which is what probably 90% of you think about when you're thinking about chiropractic care, is neck pain and back pain, right? And so there are a lot of chiropractors who are going to focus on what is your symptom and how can we get you out of that symptom as quickly as possible, which is valid and very good, right? I would much rather have you get natural chiropractic care to remove a symptom than taking drugs or pills or whatever. And also what I know is that if I can help your body function better and help your nervous system optimize, rather than just focusing on a symptom, going to the root cause so that your body can self-regulate better, so you can have longer, more sustainable change, that's where I want to be. So that's what got me really excited to do what I do and to start from a place that was the vision and the mindset of it. And really, the work that I do, obviously, is very sort of different. You've probably heard this over time, is very different than sort of conventional chiropractic care where you think of clicking and popping and twisting and that sort of thing. And really, one of the things that, I had to go to hours and hours of seminars above and beyond chiropractic school in order to do that. But the ability to have, again, your nervous system able to function in a way that gives not only your body the ability to function the best, but you the ability to live your life the best, to experience your world in the most energized way, in the most coherent way possible, in the most optimized way possible. Like, that's what I'm about. And one of my mottos is supporting the supporters. So it's one thing if I can make a difference in your life, in your world, by helping you, live better, feel better, perform better. But when you can then take that life and that ability to impact the rest of the world in an even bigger way, that's what it's all, that's the big idea as far as I'm concerned. So I love that. So yeah, thank you so much for asking.
That's so cool.
Good answer.
Yeah.
It's so much more than the inner health.
Yes.
It's to make sure that you get to that optimization so that you can go out and serve the world.
Yes, exactly. And that's part of why too, as a part of our office and our mission, what we do is not only helping and serving people in our community, but also to go outside of our doors and make a difference in the people that really need it, whether it's volunteering or creating events that are, sponsoring places, that to give back. Right now we're doing a Safe Haven, so all exam fees this month for anyone that mentions Safe Haven. Battered Women's Shelter, we're donating their exam fees to them, as well as collecting some items. So we're doing that on a consistent basis too.
That's awesome.
So you collect stuff for Safe Haven?
Yes.
You collect stuff for Safe Haven?
Yep.
Oh,
There's a box right in there.
Awesome.
Drop it off anytime in May.
that's a wonderful organization.
Yeah, good stuff.
Absolutely. Now we've got a wonderful group of people in here. When people leave here tonight and they run into other people at other networking events, and then somebody says, they're looking for a chiropractor. Well, you're a great referral. What do you want? What do you want people to say about you, as far as how would they get a hold of you?
Yeah.
You know where I'm going.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
tell
so-
us more.
So one is to realize that a lot of the people that come to us have been everywhere else and nothing else has worked, right? Which,
Okay.
you know, on one hand, I'm glad they're there. On the other hand, I hope, I want people to get here sooner, but that's
Yeah.
okay. Like, a lot of people have been to Mayo, they've been to other chiropractors, they've been, you know, all these specialists, and no one else has been able to figure out what's going on, and to have them have the opportunity to have something that's actually gonna help them is really huge. So, if they haven't been able to be helped by something else, to not be discouraged, know that there's more help and more options available. And the easiest thing is that, you know, they can just go to the website, schedule an appointment. There's no charge for initial sort of pre-consultation to sit down, have a conversation, make sure our care in the office is a good fit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we can kind of go over recommendations and everything from there, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Very
Yeah.
good. And if somebody's never gone through chiropractic care ever in their life before, what should they know? What would you want them to know?
Well, those are my favorite people, because then they don't have preconceived notions
Sure.
of what chiropractic care is. A lot of times, you know, people are really intimidated by chiropractic care. The type of care that we do, like I said, there's no clicking, popping, twisting going on. So a lot of those people that have a little bit of a fear of, you know, conventional chiropractic care find that that's much easier, and I find it's a much more empowering approach too, because again, it's your body doing the work, doing the healing. All I'm doing is helping things reconnect.
So if I came to you, I'm not going to hear a big pop or a big, oh man, did that feel great?
You'll hear the, oh man, did that feel great,
Okay,
but you won't
okay.
hear the.
Yeah. It's your new slug line. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is Brennan doing in the other room when he's doing the scan? What is all that about?
Yeah, so we want to make sure that, you know, not only, like, we're not just taking guesses with your health and your nervous system, that we are actually measuring that, right? We're making sure that, Brennan, come on over here.
Sure.
We're actually measuring the nervous system's capacity, right? So there's different aspects. There's the motor part of your nervous system. There's the organ and gland control part of your nervous system. There's the part of your nervous system, this one's kind of a big deal, that regulates stress, right? So we want to know what's going on. If we're gonna do something to help your nervous system, don't we want to start by measuring that? And if your nervous system controls every single part of your body, don't we want to know if it's healthy or not? And when was the last time, other than in our office, that you actually had your nervous system checked? You don't. And that's why we're trying to get out there and help get this information to as many people as possible, because without that information, people might never get this, you know, important, you know, actual part of their body that is the master control system of everything checked. So that's what we're doing with the scans.
So
And then we
mine
can,
starts right there by time. Everybody make sure you do that for sure.
yeah,
So,
yeah. And then that way we're also able to not only look at the beginning, but we're able to follow up along care and make sure not only are you feeling better, but objectively are things changing too. So I'm holding myself accountable to your care. Yeah.
It is a different kind of chiropractic.
It is a different kind of chiropractic.
Your passion for it just
Exudes.
fills this room, so it's really cool. So
Yes. So thank you so much for having us and
Oh my
everyone for coming.
goodness.
Yeah.
Do you find that insurance companies look at your